Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Weekly Dose with your host, Nickihanna. And today we have our lovely, lovely guest. The tribal queen herself, Vinchelle, is here.
Hello, Nickihanna. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Of course, of course, of course. Now, everyone, this is the last episode of Weekly Dose for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13. Let me know in the comments if you want me to come back for Season 14 or All Stars. I don't know about All Stars, but definitely let me know for Season
You
14.
got to get Paramount Plus for that.
Okay, they is trying to. I'm like, y'all lucky
Like
I already
how?
have it.
Oh, I don't. I'm like, how much more money? But I'm like, we're just gonna
Oh,
get a
I don't pay
friend's
for it.
account.
Yeah, I
We're
don't
gonna
pay
get a
for it.
yeah.
Alrighty, so we are going to, without further ado, kick it off with the finale. So we start off with Mama Ru performing a new song called "New Friends Silver, Old Friends Gold." Vinchelle, what do you think of this performance or this piece in as part of the finale?
Well, first of all, I thought RuPaul looked absolutely stunning. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, anyone could say anything about RuPaul, but RuPaul looked really good. The gold, I mean, I think everybody was like, where can I get that? How can I
Yes.
get that? Where can we recreate this? Like, I think everybody had some kind of thought in their head, like, like maybe I'll recreate this somehow. Like, I know I was in the back, like, it was just so beautiful. The hair looked right. My Now, one of my friends actually messaged me and was like, "Why is RuPaul giving a Mariah Carey performance?" And I thought that was so funny.
Oh my gosh, yes, definitely. I was like, first of all, she looks so good. And then for her to, first of all, these few recent seasons, she's been showing more skin. Now all of a sudden she's dancing a little bit. I'm like, come on now, girl.
Choreography, she had choreography, she had
Okay.
hits, honey. And I'm like, this is like, I'm like, listen, at her age, you better, and that's what I'm saying, give it to us. Give it to us. Because last reunion, we had, the Zoom reunion, we had a mask, pretty much almost yours. I wish she almost would have did something like what you're doing now, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was, I remember I was like, what is going on here? But at the end of the day, I will always love anything RuPaul does for real. Like a sickening, and Raven is really, really doing a good job on that face.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll leave it. Yeah, I think Raven's doing a good job at her job on RuPaul's face, and we'll leave that there.
Leave that there.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, bitch, she said, I want every Emmy. Y'all ain't getting no Emmys. I want every Emmy myself. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
So next we see something that we have never seen at a grand finale at RuPaul Drag Race is we seen a ball happening. Now, of course, I love the fashions on RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, I will say this: I kind of felt bad for the girls. 'Cause I'm like, damn, y'all had to get all your looks already together for just the taping of the show during the pandemic, and now you got to present 3 looks as well.
You literally just said exactly what I was saying yesterday when I was talking about it. I was like, listen, these girls had to get ready for like I think it was 21 to 22 looks. They had to have that
Mhm.
specifically ready during a deep pandemic. This is
Yeah.
when we had to call the alcohol store like minutes before, and then they called you back and you had to like sneak in the alleyway and give them your credit card. Like I remember those days.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or you
I
go to New Jersey to get it.
Right, or that, or that.
Yep.
But so I remember that. So I was like, you know what? I feel um terrible because I know if I was given that opportunity, I think anybody would take that opportunity. But I was just thinking, like, wow, like, and of course, as everyone know, I do have a really close friend that did get on the show, and I do know her process, and I was just like, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
So, and then on top of that, these queens now had to um make it far. They were isolated for a long time, and then they had now had to present 3 looks. And this is not, and we all know that this is the grand finale of RuPaul's Drag Race. We can't come
Yeah.
up there and anything. So I just felt the whole time I was watching, I was like gagging because I do love fashion as well.
Mhm.
However, my bank account was like crying for them. My bank account was crying for them. I was like, I just saw all I saw when like I remember when Simone was out there and I saw like all those everybody. I was just like, oh my, and I was like TD Bank, TD Bank, TD Bank.
Okay. Okay. So Let's get into these looks. First, the first category is black and white. Now, Vinchelle, what would you wear if you had this category to wear?
Oh my goodness, black and white. So that's the thing. There is a television show like regular runway look, and then there's a grand finale look. So for a black and white look, I mean, I just think that it would probably I would either see how long do I have to I have so many questions like how long do I have to change because like a bitch like me will listen. I'll step up to the plate if I
Okay.
have to like present some big ass fashions. I got the connections to do that, right?
Mhm.
I, the bank account's gonna it's gonna cry. I'm like, oh.
Well,
But
let's imagine you had the money. Let's imagine you had the
okay,
money.
I just think that it would be very obviously. I think that the black and white look obviously would be something very either very African, or I would probably go very like I would paint grayscale and do something like that. But that's if I have time to switch because I don't want to be grayscale for all three looks. But if I had the time and the money, I would actually do a full avant-garde grayscale look. And I would have just black and white because every time someone gives me a specific color or a specific thing to do, I like to kind of do it, but I also like to do something different. Like for instance, we had a pageant called Miss Hell's Kitchen a couple years ago, and I remember the theme was all red, right? We had to all like the presentation was all red, and I was like, okay, that's cute, we love that. But I was like, let me like put Vinchelle in there, so I decided to wear a red bodysuit, but then I had a black and red-ish African like long coat, and I brought out a red like Rafiki stick, and I had a huge red wig. And I remember like looking at the photo. I think you probably saw that.
Yeah.
And looking at the photo, I was like, I'm not wearing red. But then I won presentation. So that's the thing. Like I like to kind of do things that are different. What would you wear?
I would have went very artsy, avant-garde, because everyone who does black and white we've seen on the show, they wear, some people wear gowns, some people wear just black and white graphic lines. I would have really went artsy with it just to
Mm-hmm.
surprise people, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly would I wear? I still don't know. I feel like it is a category that needs to be retired.
Oh, I love black. I see there are so many. I love the colors
There
black and white
is.
together. Like I don't know. There's so many things I would do with that.
Yeah. So let's get into the girls' look. First, we have Got Mick in the
Mm-hmm.
Hellraiser black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this: this bitch came in scalping the girls.
Yeah, let me look at all these looks too while we're talking. I rewatched it like an hour ago, but also I want to look as well. Got Mick for in my opinion, and I'm going to say this out the bat, and like people can be upset or whatever. Got Mick won the ball. Got Mick won that ball hands down. I'm sorry, Simone was like right there. I'm saying like so close. But Got Mick, I remember the whole time I was watching that ball, I was like, Got Mick is the winner.
My
Got Mick is the winner.
my mouth dropped immediately when she went out. I said, this in my opinion, this is one of the top 5 best looks of
Oh,
all.
and we haven't even gotten to the other ones, but
Oh yeah.
yes,
Whew.
yes, yes.
This one was so amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so smart, so genius. And
Hmm.
even the little toy she had, I forgot what they call it in Hellraiser. It was just amazing. It was just
Yeah.
amazing. Like I couldn't even, I gasped. And then we have Candy Muse.
Okay, yes, we can. I can see all of them. Okay.
Candy Muse, I actually liked the Candy Muse. The hair, first of all, the hair, I don't know who did that.
Mm, mm,
That bang was sickening.
hmm. I
The
thought she looked great.
Yeah, she looked great. I did not get Black Lives Matter until I had to look at it really closely. That would be
Was
my
that what she was trying to get
yeah. It was Black Lives Matter. There was like a B, a L, and a M.
on this right here?
Yes, Black Lives Matter. Take a look. Take a deeper look at it.
Okay. All right. I mean, and I love. Listen,
Mhm.
Candy's great, and I thought her face looked so good,
Yeah.
so good. I mean, I like. For me, it was a complete. I don't know if we're allowed to legally say whatever the two words, but for me it's a thumbs up. Now I'm not. I was gonna say the T word, a two, but for me it's a look. I'm like we
Don't
don't
say
want
me
to
now, girl. You
right.
got to.
I sound like we don't want to get called out, so I'm like it's a thumb for me. We're gonna do it's a thumbs up, hands up.
Yeah.
It's a thumbs up.
It was a thumbs up, but it was like I don't know. Just compared to Got Mick, like she has the position to go after Gottmik, and I'm like, damn.
Tough competition. It's
Yeah,
competition. That's the name of the game. It's tough.
but
It's
she did
tough.
great. And then we have Rose and this My Fair Lady, black and white.
Yes.
You know that is expensive. That is expensive.
Yeah, I now, again, I was like TD Bank, TD Bank. I was just so like, oh, this bank account. I mean, she looks fucking flawless. I
Yeah,
mean, it was amazing. I thought that Rose did not come to play on the ball either. And you
yeah,
can also tell who has resource. You can just tell who has good resources like Rose. And I know a lot of the people who made some of the stuff. And like, these people are top New York people. And like and Rose is like the cream of the crop in New York. So it's like a lot of people, she gets that. She
yeah.
gets a lot of that. And like, good for her because isn't it a great dream to like live your fantasy on that ball? Like that's and I know she's living her dream. So I think that's thumbs up.
Yeah. And then our last queen is Simone with this was
Oh my, I mean I host a viewing party every week. Well, hosted, oh my God, past tense. But I can tell you right now, the crowd went ballistic. And I was like looking at it like, oh, you bitch. Like, I'm like, oh, you fucking beautiful, beautiful bitch. She is like, for me, she is just like, she's everything. So I think that this look was great. I love how she takes high fashion and couture, but also brings it back to her roots and also brings it back to Black culture as well. Because like you can make Black culture glamorous, and a lot of times a lot of people try to downplay Black culture's fashions and stuff. But I do think that I love how she like makes this full like medieval like kind of type dress, but has bandanas and has a bandana on. It's sickening.
that was my whole thing too with Simone throughout the season. She does black fashion, but she does it in a way no one has ever. I've never seen black fashion.
Hmm.
That I have seen. Everything else she
I
has on.
have not. I haven't seen the. I mean, I've seen do rag. I've maybe seen that, but it was a. I thought that her mind was created to go there for a
Yeah,
train runway. I thought
yeah.
that was great.
ev- Everything she has done was just like, wow. I as a black person, never even seen black fashion like this, or even thought
Hmm.
like that. It was her mind is just amazing. She's just so creative. So this outfit was sickening, and the sculpture afro, woo.
Yeah, it's all so good. I'm like, it sounds so good.
All right, now let's get into red all over runway.
Okay, yes.
Let's start with Got Mick.
Are you looking at it too?
Yeah,
You
no, I
are.
should remember.
Oh, okay, good for you. I'm like, I can remember, but I like to talk and look too. But yeah, so
uh,
um,
only ones I don't really remember like that is the rest of the girls, but they're not in the finale.
oh, oh, look. Oh,
Say button, choo, 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 choo.
damn. Um,
But this got Mick outfit. I liked this outfit too.
sickening. Like, did not come to like I'm not gonna lie, if I was in a competition with someone like Gottmik or Simone, like all of them truly are so talented, but like if I had to like go after this, or any of the fashions that Gottmik has presented, I'd be like, okay, bitch, I need you to show on 5 extra hymns. Like it's like
I was like, girl, if I ever go on Drag Race, I need her on my creative team. You just give me the idea,
creative
girl.
team. I love it. Oh, I just love the hair. I love the
Mhm.
silhouette. I love the references. Everything because I love a reference. If everyone knows Vinchelle, she loves a little reference. Okay, and I love a reference, and I love how Gottmik did that. Amazing.
Yeah, she did that. Then we have Candy Muse. Now I'm gonna be honest. This is my own personal opinion. To
Hmm.
me, I like the Candy's outfit better than Got Mix in this one because I could see myself wearing it.
Okay. Okay.
I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it was so
Hmm.
Candy Muse. And again, I love me a reference. I got the reference immediately. This was like her grand finale version of her entrance look. So
Mm.
yeah, this look was amazing.
I do actually. I really like the look. Again, I don't think anyone looked bad, right? I think no one looked. I don't think any of the looks are this, right? All the looks are this. I do think that I don't know. I think Got Mix looks better. I think it's just, but I do think that Candy. Now that you say that, I'm like, okay. But I do love I love everything about it. I love the hair. I love the headpieces. I think it could be a little bit more elevated, I will say, for a grand finale. But then again, of course, I'm like TD Bank. Maybe we couldn't get all the way there, So I'm like, it's okay. But I do think she looks great.
Yeah. And then we have Rose. Now this was so creative. I would have never thought to do something like this for Red All Over vibe. I thought this was so cool. This like tree branch type-ish
Hmm.
look. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I liked it. I don't know if I really necessarily. I don't think it was my favorite one
Yeah.
out of the four. I don't think it was my favorite one, but I do like it.
Yeah.
And again, it's sick. I mean, like Rosé's a polished queen. She's not going to come out looking a mess. Like so. And she has good taste, comparatively to some of the other competitors there. She like not her competitors in that four, but other competitors in the season as a whole. Because they have to realize some of the people in the season just they like their taste level wasn't just like
Up there.
there. And it's no shade. That's what it is.
And then last we have some. This was the best red runway in my opinion.
I had a lot of thoughts about this. Okay, yes, it is. Okay, talk
This
about it.
is this was everything. The only thing I hated about this outfit was the fact that Gigi Good made it here, and I'm not a big fan of Gigi personally.
You're not a big fan. Why are you not a big fan of Gigi?
I hated,
Uh-oh.
I hated season 12. I hated season 12. To me, it is right behind season 7. I hated most. I didn't hate the cast. Let me not say that. I don't hate them. I didn't care for most of the cast except for maybe Jada and Britta. Everyone else, I was like, I'm over them. And I think that's why I fell in love with Rose so much this season. I'm like, 'cause I really did not care for Jen in her season. I fell in love with Simone this season because I didn't care for much for Gigi. So, but yeah,
Wow.
but I will.
Um,
Gigi now makes some hair.
yeah. Like, I mean, yeah. I Here's my thoughts about it, okay? And this is a lot of people have some thoughts about this, and this is where Simone went. Simone could have been first place, right? For the ball. Simone is first place, honey. Sorry, but Simone for the ball. This
Mhm.
is why God make rain over, because listen, I love Simone, but Simone did this exact same silhouette for the braid. What was it? The hair was
Well,
it was with the braids, and she had the RuPaul.
small black dress, small black
Yeah,
dress.
the little black. This is
Yeah.
literally the little black dress in red form, but just with different hair, and it all looks great, polished, creative. But I wish that some, and I know that it's always good to stick to you and stay true, because I know I would probably, get red on, maybe doing a lot of African looks back to back, but I probably would be doing a lot of African looks, but I wouldn't do the same silhouette. And I do think that sometimes if we switch up the silhouette, that was my only gripe with it. That's all.
Oh,
That was it.
it's crazy. I had too much care for the silhouette in general, but it's just the fact that the whole silhouette, the whole outfit was made of nails. She had the feet nails. She had the hair. First of all, she has the best hair in the history of Drag Race. No one is topping Simone when it comes to hair because the whole ponytail thing. I was like,
I
bitch,
love it. I
yes.
love it. I love camp. So I think that I love when you throw in camp with fashion. That's very much so my drag. So I love seeing that, especially on another beautiful black queen, is just
Mhm.
it's great. Like, 'cause I'm like, yes, you get this. Like, this is it. This is what we do, and I absolutely love it. I just wish it was. I love it. I just wish that it was just. I
Silhouette.
wish the nail dress was like something different, different silhouette. That's all.
Yeah. All right, and now last we have our final.
Wait, what would you have worn for the red challenge?
This is a hard one. Um, because my first thought was a red Power Ranger, but I'm like, no, I would definitely be a yellow Power Ranger for the yellow.
Yes.
I think for red, I would probably come out in something very glamorous, like just
Mm.
take that route. I don't know, yeah. Because the black and white, I'm going really artsy and out of the box and avant-garde. I might as well go very sexy, seductress, um, gown type of red. Because red
Mm.
is a great. Red is my favorite color to wear. Red and black.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love red. I always like my best friend's Howard always is like I said my best friend Howard is always like You look so good in red hair. So I be always trying to wear red hair every time I'm around him. Like, "Yeah, I'll wear red hair for you." But personally, I think I would have gone a campy, a very, very, very campy route for this one. Because if I felt like if I would have done a very avant-garde, hopefully, if I had time, black and white face, which I did think they did because there was no audience there. So they probably had all the time in the world to
No, I
change.
heard
But
they didn't. I heard they didn't. That's why Got Mick was like, she shaved her head for that first look.
yeah. And that's why I was like, okay, well, maybe they had some time. So if I were be to allowed to be grayscale with the avant-garde black and white look that I was thinking of, I would have gone a very, very, very camp route for the red runway. And I would have been like, I don't like something like a red crayon. Like so I don't even know what I would have been, but I would have just been something very like very avant-garde, like very like fashion, but extremely campy for the second one. Cause I think that's the one where you can be fun and flirty.
Yeah. Actually, do I have a red wig?
I love them. I need more of them. I
I
don't
need,
need any more wigs though. Oh my God.
I need oh, actually, you know what? I do. I have a neon red wig. I don't have a red wig. I need a red wig. I don't have a neon. I have a neon red wig. That's what I have. But
The minute you put on that red wig, you will start singing the
I
words "work, work, 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 work" by Rihanna. I promise you, you will. I
know.
promise you, you will.
Alrighty. Yeah, so I will go that route. So now we in our finale eleganza. This is where you bring the
TD Bank, TD Bank, TD Bank.
this is where you gotta pull out that loan, that extra loan. So first we have the best outfit. I want to say
I
probably
think.
the top two probably the top two best outfit in Drag Race history.
Oh, that's a good question to ask. I wouldn't. After you answer, I want to know what your top two is in a minute. But yes.
No, I won't say top three, just to be safe, top three. But
Okay.
top three best outfits in Drag Race history. Got Mick, and I don't know what this is. Just amazing. It was so.
I
My jaw hit the ground when she walked out.
I think this is one of the best things that we've ever seen on Drag Race. I do think that this is up there with like the Violet Chachki cockroach dress, right? You know what I mean? Like this is very, very, very high fashion, very like true to yourself. It is the details, the like that is something that I would never in my right mind ever would be able to think of. The makeup, the art, like the artistry, the boning of the dress,
Mhm.
the bottom half where it looks like a fucking like piece of like just plastic around. It doesn't even look like a real dress. Like
Like
I can't.
it looked like she was floating on a parade, and it was
Yes,
so
and
amazing.
it was just so good. Like goodness.
Yes. So next we have Candy Muse. Now this was my least. This is still a good look for the most part. It's still a good look, but this was my least favorite look in the entire ball. The whole peacock um, dress. I wish you'd have went. I really wish you'd have went more Candy Muse with it. Like be more hookerish, more you know how Candy Muse says she's more hookerish and she's raunchy and she's from the hood. This would be the perfect time for you to go that route and elevate that. But I didn't understand the peacock thing. I didn't really care for it. So the fascinator,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Huh?
The
The what?
fascinator was great, but that's about it.
Did they have a fascinator challenge this one, or was that
Yeah, they
season
did.
12? That was this season?
Yeah.
I would have I maybe I'm not gonna lie. I would have worn this look for the fascinator look. I think this is a great look, right? But I think this she should have worn this for the fascinator look. However, I'm gonna say that the only thing is that I hate when dresses, and this is what I got clocked on in that same pageant that I won presentation and I lost gown, honey. I was clocked because I forgot because my dress went out like that and I forgot one of my things. So I had to actually borrow one of Tina's. It's all your fault, Tina. But I had to borrow one of Tina's things and didn't allow my dress to hit the ground. So one of my biggest pet peeves is seeing dresses not touch the ground and I can still see your heel with something as extravagant as this. I'm very old school fashion like that. So that's my biggest gripe with it. I think it's a great look. I think Candy looks phenomenal. I think that to your point that I think that she did not want to go hookerish because she did that for the last one for the last episode when
Yeah,
she wore that see
I
through.
don't like that look. That's why I'm like, girl, I know you could do better.
I know, I know. That's why I was just like, but I do think that this. I don't think she looks bad. I don't think she looks bad.
Mm. Yeah, Miss Candy, I like you, I love you. Makeup sickening. Makeup is sickening. Fashion
Always,
great.
always.
To me, it was so much. I think the choice of the fabric. I really don't like that shiny-ish type of fabric. I personally would never wear it because to me it does come off a little cheap under certain lights. So it's just not for me. It's not my taste.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, she has turned some looks anyway, so it's fine. I'll let her slide. It's better than
Let
Lala.
it slide.
It's better than Lala Reed's bad look, so I'll give her that.
I hope Lala Ree hangs that up somewhere. Truly, I think it needs to be hung up.
And our last queen, we have Simone.
No,
And
no, you forgot about your girl.
oh, I did. I definitely did forget about Rose.
I'm swiping. I'm like, wait a minute.
How can I forget about Rose? But yes, next we have Rose in this Scottish. This was gorgeous. Only thing I didn't like was the train. I think it could do without the train. Other than that, this look was amazing. I don't know who made those shoes. It looked like quilted heels. There was this was a sickening look.
Here's the thing. Look at me. I'm like, here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. One thing I love, is when a queen embraces their heritage and their ethnicity and their culture. That's one thing I love. Like I love when U-Haul came out. You remember when U-Haul came out and had that big fan? And I thought that was so. I love when we as queens use our platform to represent our culture. I love that because I mean, like my growing up, you always have to be proud of your culture. And I remember like growing up, like my grandmother, who is no longer with us, she would always talk about our culture and our African culture and a lot of things as well. So I always love paying tribute to that. So one thing I love seeing is when queens do that. So seeing this look really does make me happy because I'm like, yes, you are representing your culture. I live for that. Like, I don't know if anyone knows. See, I'm talking if everyone's like watching live, but hi. But Jolena Jasmine from Asbury, do you know who that is? Like beautiful, beautiful queen. She always represents her culture with her drag. So I mean, look her up. I love that. So to yeah, long story short, Rose, yes. I just don't know though. Is that terrible for me? Now that you pointed out the quilted boots, that kind of changes a lot, but I just don't know. I just don't know if I care for the hair. Listen, I do African looks that some people don't like too, right? So it's fine, but I don't know if I like the hair.
Yeah. I just thought, in a sense, like I was watching the pit stop a couple days ago, and I remember Trixie was like, she felt like it was too much. In a sense, yes, it is too much in a good way. That's what I said. She just took off that little stupid ass train, and it would have been perfection for
Do you
me.
think?
Yeah, I don't like the material of the train.
Wait,
That
was that
gray.
a chain or was that a jacket? Well,
No,
oh, that.
it's like a train.
Oh, yeah, I think that it could have done without that. You're right, but it's the grand finale, so.
Right, a couple. That's probably a couple of $300 that she spent.
TD Bank, TD Bank.
All right, and our last queen is Simone in this half goddess, half warrior look. This was it was yeah, but yeah, it was good. It was good. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. The hair was great. The hair was sickening. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, my mouth is on the floor, but I thought this was very, very, very good.
I thought this was great. I thought this was good. It wasn't got make just destroyed everyone, right? Like it's kind of hard to go after that, but I do think that this was great. The hair, I mean, the hair. I think Gigi probably made that too, right? Like the hair is really, really good. Like one thing I love about Simone is that she always had her hair is like glamorous but different, and I
Mhm.
think that's one thing that I know that Bob and Monet love about I think it's just very, 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 very great. I think it all looks really good.
And then when I looked at the hair close, I'm like, oh, I know how Gigi made it. I exactly know how Gigi made it, and it was smart.
Mm-hmm.
She had to use like these big ass like, in a sense, like a flexi rod almost. You know how like you
Mm-hmm.
flex a rod and it just stays in that place. I was like, that's so smart. Anyway, her hair looked it phenomenal. But the half goddess, half warrior thing, I was like, okay, yeah, it was a great look. Don't get me wrong, it was a great look. But I was like, the concept, I was like, oh, just wasn't as original as I'm used to seeing from Simone.
Yeah.
Those things that no one ever had thought of. So,
But I remember when she turned that corner, the viewing party went ballistic. I mean, when I'm not gonna lie, I will never forget when, like, cause this is I love the energy of stuff, like, cause viewing parties are always like all about energy. And
yeah,
when Got Mick turned that corner and that dress, drinks were spilled. Like it was said, like it was sickening. And then like when Simone turned around, like everyone went crazy. It was a very, very I just remember that. So I associate that with that. So I do enjoy it.
yeah. I mean, the whole entire ball, girls was just not playing. They was like, you want to look, bam, here, viewers, here you go, one after another one, another one, another one.
That's literally what it was. And then they had to,
Yeah.
and then I was like, damn, Drag Race, you're making them do all that. You're making them have a red carpet look. Then the bitches got to get ready for the lip sync look. And then the bitches that win got to have a finale lip sync look. I was like, oh.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. All right.
But hey, it's what you signed up for. So
Yeah. So now that we have done a ball, Rue checks in with season 12 winner Jada Essence Hall, who's in the drive-through audience at the grand finale. What did you think about this part in the grand finale?
I was like, did they watch Black Girl Magic 2-year anniversary? No, I'm joking. I was like, they better pull up. Now back to you, Woody. I loved it. I was like, I love cheesy stuff like that. I think it's great. I think it's great. I don't know. I love it. I thought Jada looks phenomenal. The whole time I was like talking to my roommate because my roommate, he's still my former roommate because the girl lives by herself now, honey. But he was talking to me about like we were just saying how like Jada, I was like, I could be in the crowd. Hello, everyone. RuPaul. Like I thought it was just so much fun. I thought it was cute. And Jada's so cute.
Yeah, it was so cute. I thought it was a cute play with the grand finale. She looked great. Her outfit looked amazing. So
When she tried to get in that car.
No, it would have been really cute if she wasn't walking, she was just driving through. She's like, 6 feet anyway, RuPaul.
How do you think that do you think that drive-in was that day?
I don't know.
Because I really don't know. A lot of people are like, I know you know. I knew some things that happened at the finale, but I just didn't know that I don't know how that worked out.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out too, because Rue said there was nobody in the audience when the girls performed.
But they were streaming it live to the drive-thru. So my thoughts were, did the drive-thru know who the top two were? Because I didn't really see any leaks, and I'm not looking, but usually there are always like leaks. And I mean, maybe there were, because I really don't look, but maybe there were. But usually, it comes up and I can see it somewhere. So
yeah, there was definitely. Now, as far as what queen was going to perform to what song, I didn't know that, but I definitely knew there was a couple leaks.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so I mean,
for me, I was watching like a shock.
I always fall for it like mid-season, like halfway through the season. I won't look at a single spoiler, a single single spoiler, and then I don't know, bitch. After Denali left, I was like, fuck it, let me see who's on top four.
I don't know. I miss the good old days when it comes to Drag Race, when when I would just watch organically. So I told myself, because I would like the first, and obviously when you know people on the show, you know what happens, right? So I told myself, I have a really close friend on the show. Now I will say that Tina was very, very good about not telling me a lot of stuff, right? But of course you knew, a lot of people hear things as well. Right. So I told myself, I'm not gonna be, because I remember I talked to Tina and I was like, Tina, I don't want to know anything about the finale. And she wasn't gonna tell me, by the way, but I was like, I don't want to know anything about the finale. Let's talk about something else, because I love being like the organic. Like for me, I was watching that finale being like, oh, like I love that. I love that. Be like, brother being like, this person's going home today. Like, So
yeah, that's how I was at first. I'm like, girl, I need to know where you went wrong because I'm not understanding. But anyway, so Rue then speaks with each queen one-on-one like any other grand finale. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care. I'm like, why you just did this in the other finale episode? Why are we doing
Yeah,
it?
I think I think it's tradition. I don't know. I really do like. If I were to ever be on Drag Race in the finale, I would want this moment with Rue on the stage, but I would want it with the crowd. So, because I
Yeah,
would take this moment to like be funny and have a good time with Rue, because I feel like Rue was very, very.
yeah.
I think without the crowd, Rue was very open. And I'm not saying that Rue was never open, but I think Rue was very. I was like, wow, RuPaul's
More
like really
personable.
personable, and I was like, RuPaul's laughing, having like a great time, and it reminded me of like season one, season two, season three, when I was hooked on the show, when I first got hooked on the show. Because the first thing that hooked me on RuPaul's Drag Race was RuPaul and the commentary from the judges when they were walked down the runway. They had me in tears. Like, I remember I was just flipping through the channel and I was like, what the is this? And I remember they would walk down the runway and RuPaul would just crack these one-liners, and I was like in like tears. And I would like call my roommates down. We were all just watching. It was
So
so
you
great.
started watching back with season one.
I listen, that I just feel like that makes me sound so, oh goodness. I was just a little baby. No, I'm kidding.
So that's when Rue would be comparing everyone to every other celebrity. Oh, she look like the Aretha Franklin or some shit, and you know how she.
Oh
I
my God.
mean, maybe not Aretha Franklin, but you know how she used to be. Ooh, she's giving me very Janice Dickinson or something like that. So
Uh-huh. I remember she called Mariah like Vanessa Williams. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that.
yeah,
I mean, if I was Mariah, if RuPaul called me Vanessa Williams, I'd be like, I won the show. I'm
I'll
going
take it.
home. Call Delta. I'm out of here. Thank you.
Yeah. I actually did not start watching Drag Race, and I remember I was 14. I think I was 14 or 15. No, I was 15. I started watching when I was 15. It was season five.
I think, you know what, for me, because
That's
I'm
why
a little
season
bit,
five will always be my season five.
that's always be your favorite. And that for me, I love hearing that because I'm a little bit older. So it's look, not by much, but look, not by much, but I'm a little older. But I also know that for me, I love hearing when my younger folks have watched Drag Race when they were 15, 16. I could never imagine that. I love that. I started watching Drag Race season two when I was a senior in college, or junior or senior in college. And I was like 19, 20. So I was still like in my teens, kind of, but I was like 19, 20 when I first saw Drag Race. And I remember being like, whoa. And it just changed, completely changed. And that's why season two will always be this, like that season for me, because I just remember forget, and I was like, I could do drag because I saw people like Jujubee, because I remember like I saw people like Raven and Tyra, and I saw Tyra and I was like, okay, bitch, do I need to get my heels on? But then I was like, but they're like so serious, because I'm not really like that. And then I remember I saw Jujubee, and Jujubee came out and was all like, and was the judges, and I was like, oh, I need to, like, it was so good.
Yeah. Season five will always be that season to me. I remember seeing Roxy Andrews. I was like, oh my god, I can be fucking fat as hell and be a fucking.
Season five though was such a great season. It reminds me because it was a time when I was living with my cousin, and her and I would like cancel all plans because it was on Mondays, right? I remember Drag Race was on Mondays. It used to be on Mondays,
Probably
and
so.
we would cancel all plans every Monday. It was like tradition for us, and I remember we always watched it, and I will never forget. To this day, I love her. I'm about to see her next week. To this day, Justin and I will fight. She thinks that what's Roxy beat Alyssa in that lip sync, and to this day, I think
We
Alyssa beat
didn't.
Roxy.
We
I'm
didn't.
sorry. I'm
Let's.
sorry.
We're not gonna have this conversation right now because we already know that Roxy whipped her ass. Um,
No, no. Sorry, you're on my cousin's side. My cousin's like, no. I'm like, no. Alyssa beat Roxy. She beat that ass. Sorry,
I don't know
sorry.
about that.
All right, let's keep going.
So yeah, so RuPaul talks with each queen. And like I said, as a contestant, I would love to have that moment. As a viewer, I could care less about it.
That's when you like refill the drinks, go to the restroom, like get yourself together, right? Yeah.
That's what they do at the viewer parties.
I'm like, okay, I'm getting my drink. I'm taking the photos. You're having fun. You're having fun.
Ah,
Excuse me. You're having fun.
yeah, very much so. Like I didn't really care to hear about the House of. I feel like I've heard about the House of Avalon so damn much this season. I was like, I don't care about hearing about that no more. I don't care about hearing about Jan. I don't care about hearing about got mixed makeup makeup career. I don't care. I don't care. Let's get to the lip sync.
I was itching for the lip sync. I was like, okay, because I was like so anxious about it because I didn't know. So I was like, well, I can't wait to see.
Yeah. So next, the top four perform a Bette Midler, I think I pronounced her name right, a tribute to the song "Friends." I thought this was so cute for filler time.
Hmm.
I just thought it was cute.
Now that okay, love first of all, love Bette Midler. I'm a huge musical theater fan, so I love Bette Midler. I love everything she does. Love that song. Um, so when I said, remember, I was like during the interviews, I was getting my drinks and stuff. I was upset because I was like, now I can really go get my drinks. I was so upset. I was so upset. I was like, because I was just itching. I was like, can we do that? Because I remember I was on the mic. I was like, all right, now here comes the lip syncs. And then that happened. Everyone in the crowd was like, oh, shit. Like, because we were just all excited, I think. So
Yeah.
it was very cute. I'm glad that they had to do it. I'm glad that it turned out very cute. As a contestant, if I were a contestant, of course I would want more airtime on VH1. Sure, like it's great, but I was just ready for the lip syncs.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, it was a cute filler time for me. Now, I'm not I'm not a musical theater gay. I don't know anything about musical theater for the most part. But I'm like, oh, I like this song. I ain't no theater.
As you are wearing a Cats outfit from Cats the musical, honey. Yeah, you can literally be Cats right now from
Oh,
Cats the
really? Well,
musical.
see, listen, I didn't know that was not the inspiration, but I'll take it.
You listen, you take every single thing that outfit. If you pay for it, when you pay good money for it, you use it for every single. Yep, I can
Oh,
use
you
it for
get every,
Lion King. I can use it for the Cats the musical. I can use it for everything.
everything. I think this is probably one of my favorite outfits I own.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah. And because I know I damn near designed it almost damn near by myself, except for like the place.
Yes.
But yeah. And so next what happens is now I don't think anybody's gonna disagree and say this was horrible, this shouldn't have been aired. But we have a tribute to the late Chi Chi DeVane. This was so
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I totally forgot about that part. Yeah. No, that part should have been replaced of that Friends moment. I think that should have just happened because goodness, Chi Chi. My memory with Chi Chi is I will never forget. I went to the TLA theater and I was in drag and I went there with my good girlfriend Sutton and we went there because we were working with the Live Nation at the time with Drag Diva Brunch, so we had to be there handing out tickets or something. So we were there and I just remember we were up close and I will never forget. Chi Chi was like dancing, bucking it out and stuff like that. And I was like, no, son, I was not tipping any queen, right? I was like, I ain't gonna be that queen that comes up there with some dollar, right? So I was like, I ain't tipping, I'm quick because I feel like that was for like the fans down there. I wasn't trying to be like trying to be. So I was like, I ain't trying to be all. I'm not. It's not like me not tipping the queen, y'all. Okay, if I was out of drag, I'd be up there. But I feel like since I was in drag, I feel like I should have stepped back. But I just remember Chi Chi. I was like, no. I remember I went right in my purse. I said, no, 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 no. And I remember I went up there. She was not grabbing tips. She was not grabbing tips. And I was like, oh, I swear I held my hand out just in case. I was like, let me just do it, right? This bitch did flip from across the stage, flip, 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 land in front of me and held her hand out, right? And I was like, I was like, it was like Beyonce was in front of me. I was like this. Oh my God. Like me, she wasn't grabbing nobody else's money. She went right to me and I was just like, and so it was like, oh, look. I was like, and so I will never forget that memory in my life. That made my night. And she is so sickening.
Yeah, I always wanted to meet her because I always thought she was a cute boy. This is a fine man. I don't know. I had a question. She was my the
He's
cutest.
very attractive.
Yeah, she was the cutest boy out of drag until Aquaria came, and then I went, hey Aquaria.
Oh, Carrie is cute too, huh? Yeah. Mm.
I love me a black man.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, I was wanting to meet Chi Chi DeVane. But now we move into our lip sync. Finally, guys. I know, guys. We just talked about like fashion and the theater time for like what 45 minutes now. We're finally
Yes.
getting into the lip sync, everyone. So now the lip sync theme for this year, and I actually like they should do this from now on. Just let it be one artist as a theme, and this theme is Britney Spears.
And what better year for this, right?
Free Britney.
I'm telling you, every time. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little plug here. So I do a one woman cabaret,
Mhm.
socially distant cabaret every Saturday on at Ed Woody's every single Saturday. For the since September, y'all, I can't believe it. But even when we took a break, of course, when everything shut down. But I just know that it's so funny. I do like different themes. I do one half is one set, and I do another set, and the second set is usually like either decades or I'll let you choose. But I've been doing divas and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, every single time I bring up, I even say, hit me, boo, they go crazy. Every time I say, woman not, they go insane. Like they
Mhm.
are like, I'm like, Britney Spears insane. So I realize I'm like, that is the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
And she has some hits. I'm sorry, I'm a big old black man, but I will lip sync Britney down. I love Britney Spears.
Yes. So, yeah, the theme is Britney Spears. Now, I'm not. Listen, this is my opinion. I'm. There's a reason why Beyonce has we have not lip synced to a Beyonce song in the show
Why?
because we're waiting for the final four to be all black. I'm telling you, once they're all black, the theme is going to be Beyonce. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I
But you know, a lot of white queens love doing Beyonce too,
they
now,
do.
and that's
They,
yeah, they do.
they're not going to put like formation on.
No, Beyonce. I think Beyonce would be. First of all, if I were ever in the competition, right, and they did Beyonce for the thing, I think everyone would be like, "It's rigged." So I don't. That's why I'm like, I don't want it to ever be Beyonce. I'm telling you right now, if I were on the show and that were to happen, please do not let it be Beyonce. Let me challenge myself, right? Let me do. I want to challenge myself. I'm not gonna just sit there. This is $100,000. Let me work for that. I'm not some bitch that just likes to lay down for my money. I will work for it. So I'm like. No, however, if it is Beyonce, if it's gonna be gotta have it, But I will say that Beyonce has there's lots of
Yeah.
songs that they can do. Last season they did, or the season before that they did Destiny's Child
Right.
songs, right? So I mean, we'll see. But I do think that Britney was a great choice because I know
Yeah.
they did Janet one year as well. So
Mhm.
And I think Whitney is always an amazing choice. I mean, I do that down too.
Yeah. So the theme is Britney. Now, Michelle, in your opinion, what two Britney songs would you have liked the Queens to perform, or would you like to perform if you was her?
Um, So the thing is that I think they redid one from season 11 with Mercedes, right? If I'm Mercedes and who's that sexy one? Kamora, right? Yeah, Kahana. Sorry. But so and that was a great lip sync, right? So I was like, why are they reusing that? Because Britney, why haven't they ever done Womanizer? Hello,
I thought I was
Womanizer.
listening.
Hit me, baby, one more time. You drive me crazy. Okay, there are so many Britney songs
Yeah, I
that
was
can
like,
that have not been done on the show. That have not been on the show till the world ends. They have not done till the world ends. They have not done Circus. I mean, come on.
we found. I'm like, this is your chance to let the girls have it with Womanizer, and we not gonna do Womanizer. Um,
Everybody wanted Womanizer. Everybody wanted Womanizer.
yeah.
We didn't even get Give Me More. Like, come on. Like
So yeah, what two songs would you have like to perform if you was in the top four with these girls?
Womanizer, You Drive Me Crazy. Boots. I will down. I do that all the time at my show, so that's what I would do.
So I Womanizer would definitely be one because that would definitely be a crowd pleaser. But Circus will always be my favorite era of Britney Spears. I don't
Mm.
care. Nevaeh Shea don't know what she's talking about. She says it's blackout. She don't know what she's talking about. It will always be Circus. That is her.
I personally like the first. I like original Britney. I'm obsessed with. I love OG Britney. Baby, hit me, baby, one more time. Will always be. You can put that on. You know how much money? That's a crowd pleaser.
It is. Yeah,
Crowd pleaser.
always. I'm shocked that has never been on there on Drag Race either. But I would say Womanizer, and I
Hmm.
don't have to
And
say,
you said Circus, right?
not Circus.
Oh, not Circus.
Rock Me In is on her Circus album. Rock Me In.
What song is that?
It's not like a single, but let's listen. Listen,
Um,
you better.
ah,
If it had to be a single, I would say maybe Womanizer and I'm trying to think. Womanizer and maybe let's do Piece
I
of
think
Me.
that
Piece of Me.
you gotta be okay. Okay, that's a good one. She has some bops. Like, oh, they. I will say that they could have done some. She had some bops.
Or My Prerogative.
That's also a really good one too.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
my
anyway,
favorite one is
y'all have options. We just giving y'all. We just
yeah. My favorite one is the one with the Ying twins. I do that all the time. I got that boom boom. I do that all the time. I
oh
love
yeah,
that song.
that's a good. That was a good album too.
Uh-huh.
So RuPaul spins the wheel and it lands on Candy Muse. Now, apparently they can't choose no more because RuPaul spin the wheel again and her opponent is Rose. I thought they get to choose.
I honestly like the fact that they spun the wheel again. I thought that choosing was not the best way to do. Because I feel like they brought out this wheel. They brought in this wheel, right? And then this huge wheel that they spent all this money on. They spin it once and that's it. I was like, okay, come on now. So I was like, I bet RuPaul was like, I ain't spinning this wheel twice. But now I think it's better because it just makes it more fair and less like, oh, well, the producers told them to do this. It was like, okay, now, with that being said, though, I was not happy. I was like, oh my God, I was mad at that wheel. I've never been more mad at an object. I wanted Got Mick and Simone. We all wanted Got Mick and Simone at the top, and I will never forget the reaction when it landed on Rose. We
Well,
all were
hold
like,
on, Queen. Speak for yourself. I ain't with them two in the top two.
oh,
Y'all
I
know
don't know.
better
We all,
go.
it, well,
Y'all, I was like, I remember I was actually okay with the wheel. I seen the wheel. I was like, good. All right, Rose, this is the Britney theme. This is made for you to win. Wipe these hoes out. But
oh wow! No, I think, but because it's so funny because a lot of people were. It was a high thing at my viewing party that everyone was like very either Simone or either got Mick. So when that happened, it is so funny. It didn't hit them until because they were like, "Oh, it was Rose," and it didn't hit them until RuPaul said, "All right, so that means got making Simone will lip sync," and everyone was like, "Oh!" It was like it didn't hit them. It was such a delayed reaction, but yeah, I was just hoping for another two to lip sync, but it turned out to be the New York Queens versus the LA
I
Queens.
thought that was
So
yeah. I
yeah,
thought that was interesting that RuPaul brought that up. I will say, I actually do agree with you now. I think they should continue with RuPaul spinning the wheel twice. Um, but I do would have I think Candy would have went with Rose anyway.
you
If
think so?
I think so. I don't know who she would. I personally I would have went with Got Milk if I was in Candy's shoes. But that's just me.
But they're really close though. I
Yeah,
don't know. And I think she would have probably not picked Simone. I don't know. You're right. She might have actually picked
that's what I think.
Rose. You're right actually about that.
So we have the first song the girls are performing to is "Work Bitch" by Britney Spears. It is between Rose and Candy Muse. Vinchelle, what do you think about this lip sync? Because I have thoughts.
Don't like it. Did not. I thought I was very underwhelmed with every single lip sync this finale, and I'm sorry to say that like that, but I was very severely underwhelmed. Listen, drag is not all about kick, split, stunts. But it's not all about that. It's not all about the reveals. It's all about that. It's all about the way you emote a song, right? To me, and that's why some people get where they are, and some people don't, as far as the show. So it's like I just felt like they both were just not having a crowd. It definitely affects people. You can see that. You
Yeah.
can see that by not having a crowd. It affected me doing digital drag. It affects everyone doing digital drag by performing with no. I remember I was just talking to Peaches just the other day. I was like, I remember I was so tired backstage after doing a number, and I was like, bitch, for this next number, I'm just gonna go out there and just walk around because I can. And I remember the crowd was so hot and nice and fierce and gave it energy. I was like up there doing backflips and dividends. And I remember I was like, I thought I said I wasn't going to do this, but the crowd. So when you have a lack of that in front of you and you just have RuPaul staring at you, you're gonna give they were all frigid because RuPaul's sitting up there like this.
I,
If it's listen, it's just RuPaul sitting up there in the room looking at you like this. I'd be frigid as fuck. I still give you a show, right? Still give a production, still give a show, still give you the best Vinchelle I can give, but I'm not gonna fault them for being as frigid, but I just was underwhelmed.
I'm going to fault. I'm going to fault them because y'all would have done the same thing. Candy, you already did this twice with basically damn near no crowd and just RuPaul and the judges. So I felt like, girl, this is $100,000. I don't give a damn if it's just me in the room by myself. I'm going to perform.
That's what Jada did. That's what
Yeah.
Jada did.
Now let me ask you, because you is known as a performance queen in Philly. Do you think you would have wiped all 4 of these hoes?
I mean, listen, I mean, I don't know. That's for everyone else to say. No, I'm joking. I mean, listen, I'm very confident in what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know that I have the tenacity and the drive that I have? Sure, I would. I have that tenacity behind me. I'm a Leggett. You know what I mean? We have that in our family. So of course, I'm going to. I'm not going to. I'm you. If any situation, I'm not going to sit there and lay down with it. Okay, I'm going to fight, fight, fight. It's going to be a close one. So of course, if anything, I mean, I would have done some stuff.
Yeah, I listen. I sometimes I feel like I know I ain't the best lip syncer out there, but I feel like I would have did a better job than these 4 girls. I feel like a lot of amateur queens would have did better, a lot better job than these queens. I was really underwhelmed.
The lip syncs were lackluster. They were. They were.
What the hell?
And it was just. I think it was a kind of moment where we all were anticipating, right? We all were like, oh my god! I remember I was like back there like, okay, let's go to lip sync. And when it finally happened, I was like, oh,
I was like,
okay.
yeah, I was like, not y'all giving me a season 10 lip sync performance.
I was like, not another Zoom. I was like, not another Zoom. I will not do another Zoom finale.
So that's what made me even. I ain't gonna hold you. I was agitated looking, watching the performances. The first one. Let's start with the first one because I'm like, you guys. I'm pretty sure season 12 would have killed to be on the stage, having the finale like you guys have, and then for you guys to just come up on there and just do that. Now I kind of give Rose some leeway because I know she have a sprained ankle, and I definitely understand because I sprain my ankle every 2 fucking weeks. Yeah, it's horrible. So I understand what it's like to sprain an ankle and not be able to move like that. And I could definitely see it in her face. She was definitely thinking like, oh my gosh, I don't want to injure my ankle anymore. You can see why she's performing. But mama, this is Britney Spears. Rose, I had to talk to you, Rose, because I am I wanted you to, I was rooting for you. I wanted her to go all the way. And she gave that performance. I was like, girl, this is Britney Spears. This is made for you. And I was like, just give it to Simone. Simone, just get here.
I know.
No more. Rose just obviously didn't want it no more.
The minute that that she said that she sprained her ankle, I knew that it wasn't gonna be. I knew that it was just. I just knew, you know.
Yeah, I was like, even with a sprained ankle, I would have gave it my all. I just felt like,
Yeah, I don't know. I think that she did a decent job. I just think it was just. I think they both were lackluster,
oh
but I
yeah,
do think Candy. I think Candy definitely was turning it though, but it was a
yeah,
little lackluster.
I agree. And RuPaul announces that Candy Muse. Oh, they lip sync to "Give Me More." Not "Give Me More." I'm sorry, work bitch. Um, they didn't. First of all, if you're going to have them redo a song, you should hope that they do better than Mercedes and Kahana because that one was way more entertaining than.
So good, right? Ah.
So, but we find out that Candy Muse win the lip sync, and I agree with RuPaul. Unfortunately, in this case, do you agree as well? I said Candy Muse, Vinchelle.
Hey, yeah. I thought either one could have went further. I don't know. I thought either one was okay. Like no one for me. I remember watching it being like, okay, no one like stood out. But I do. I'm a big old Candy fan, so sure, I was very happy. Was the viewing party happy? I don't know, but I think that I think that I was fine. I was fine with it.
Yeah, ultimately, to be fair, I agree. I think Candy, she did her review at a later time than Rose. I think she was just more energy than Rose. Not, she wasn't. like a ball of energy, but she did give more energy than Rose. So I agree. Candy Muse wins the first lip sync, and she advances to the final round. And unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Rose. So you already know. At this point, I'm ready to throw my TV out the window.
I know you love Rose.
Luckily, I wasn't betting on nobody. Whew, could you imagine? I'm like, yeah,
I can't.
I got
If
my
I was betting,
Rose. Oh damn. TD Bank, TD Bank.
TD
But,
Bank.
okay. But yeah, Rose leaves. She looks great, by the way, but she does leave. And now we have Simone and Got Mick lip syncing.
I was so salty. I was like, see, I was like, not my top two.
Oh, I already knew. I will say this. I'll wait. I'll wait a little bit. So anyway, the Simone and Gottmik, they are lip syncing to "Gimme More" by Britney Spears. Now, Vinchelle, if you was in the top four, would you have rather lip sync to "Work Bitch" or "Gimme More" by Britney?
I know. Give me more. I know. Give me more.
I agree. I would have rather did "Give Me More" as well. So what did you think about this lip sync, Gottmik versus Simone?
I mean, they performed the song. They were like lip syncing the words. They knew the words. There were a couple of reveals, right? There was fashion. There was beauty. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's all.
Oh yeah, this is meh. This is meh. I will say I did enjoy. First of all, Simone looked like Little Kim up there. It wasn't just she looked like Little Kim. Like when I say Little Kim, I'm talking about 1990s early with the Timberland sexy outfit with the hair reveal. I was like, she looked like Little Kim. Oh my
Yeah. I didn't like the hair. The second part of the hair, I thought that was so out of the bag compared to what she's been wearing.
Yeah.
I was like, Simone. It just didn't look. It didn't look like her. You can tell, like when she had it on, she didn't know what to do with it. She was like, it was in her face. Like I was, it just wasn't a Simone wig. Like Simone has wigs, right? Like Simone has masterpieces on her head. She does not wear wigs. She wears masterpieces. And so when she puts on just a regular, high dye wig, like she had on, you could tell she was like. She was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I don't know how I liked it the way because she really looked like Little Kim to me. I was like, wow.
Yes, absolutely.
But
for me though, she was giving very like Foxy Brown as well, but like definitely Little Kim. She was definitely giving me a lot of Foxy Brown, but with that hair color, it was definitely Little Kim.
Yeah. So we find out that Simone wins the lip sync. Girl, I already knew this. I knew if I'm and this is no shade to Gottmik. I love Gottmik. This was to me one of the best top three. If we go by score, this is the best top three I've probably ever seen. And I wouldn't care if any one of them won for real. But I knew she wasn't going to the final round, whoever she was against, because based off that first lip sync she did with you, the guys like, ooh, she's not known as a lip syncer. You can tell. To me, but I did think
I thought if it was her against Rose, she would be Rose.
No.
I do think so. I do, because I think that Rose was so her ankle and everything. I do think got Mick would have maybe won. I truly do. I think it would have been, and I think Simone would have beat Candy.
I would say let me say, prior to me knowing about the finale, right? About Rose sprained ankle and all that good old stuff. I would have, if it was just based off of what I would have seen throughout the season, I would have think, Gottmik is going home against whoever. That being said, I did think she put up a fight. She did definitely put up a fight. She looked sickening as always. But unfortunately, it is not Gottmik's time, which means we get to enjoy her for All Stars.
It hurt me though. I thought Mick was gonna be the winner and Simone's gonna be on All Stars. I don't know. It really seeing RuPaul say that, I was like, damn, Gottmik's really going home. I don't know. It was like, what? It was so weird to me.
She was like, we need you to pack your stuff and exit the building. Alrighty, so we have our top two. We have Candy Muse and Simone. They're going to be lip syncing it out later on. But before we get to that, we get back to the full cast. You know, RuPaul brings back each girl. They bring their looks and whatnot.
Who was your favorite look?
I'm going to say
I have top three.
I have a top three too.
You want me to say mine?
It's definitely not Tina Burner. No, Tina.
Where's the leave button? No, I'm joking. Hopefully not. We will not talk about my sister. No.
I will say this. I'm like, Tina, this was a perfect, because people kept getting on her about let me say this. People kept getting on her about the red, yellow, and orange. I'm like, well, ain't nobody getting on Coco Peru for that damn same wig you wear all the time. I'm like, this is Tina's thing. Let her wear her thing. It's not like she's giving you the same silhouette in the same color every week. I didn't mind the red, yellow, and orange, but I think she should have did it for the finale, definitely. That's just me. Because she just wore all red.
Yeah, she wore a red gown.
Yeah,
she wore a red gown.
I wish she would have did. Yeah.
I will say though, I'll say my top three. I'll say it first because I have it. I know my top three. It was Lala Ree, it was Denali, and it was Kimora.
Oh no, that's different. The only person who made that I think was Denali. My top three. Lala Ree, I liked it, but I was like the headpiece. I'm like, it's getting in the way of your face. I didn't too much care for Kimora's. My top three was Utica.
Oh, wait, did I say Utica? I say Utica, right?
You said Kimora, Denali, and Lala.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lala, Utica. I didn't want to say Denali. I'm sorry. Lala, Utica, and Kimora. So yeah, sorry, not Denali. I'm sorry. Denali looked great, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, mine was Utica.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Lala. Utica, Olivia, and Denali.
Okay. Okay. Work.
Those
no one looked bad. Well, yeah, no one looked bad.
No, Joey J looked bad.
Look, I think everyone's a star.
You already know who's Miss Congeniality.
Not me.
But yeah, no, I ain't too much care for Joey J's, but those are my top three. And it was so great. I wish it was more involved in the grand finale. That's just me personally.
I felt so again. I've been feeling bad. I was like, you had to get ready to stay at home and just be. I don't know. I mean, to get decked out, like you had to have some of these bitches had sets. Like
I remember sitting there. I'm like, I really feel bad for Olivia because she was damn 2 wins this close to me in the finale. And she's like, damn, I gotta get ready at home. So
Olivia has been doing drag since 2019. She'll be all right. Her drag career is going to blossom. She's a beautiful, beautiful queen. I'd be looking at her like, you bitch, yeah, I love it. Like, because I remember Olivia followed me on Instagram, and she used to like repost my photos and all kinds of stuff a while ago. I remember that about Olivia. So she's always been very, very sweet, and she's an Asbury girl. Like we love Asbury Park girls. So she's sweet. I just was always like, you 1 year. I was like, you new bitch, you're lucky, because some of y'all, because a lot of y'all new girls know how to paint, and a lot of y'all new girls look good. So it's like, damn, but she'll be all right. She's beautiful. I'm sure she'll be an all-star. She'll be great, and she's gonna be great.
So Heidi N Closet comes back. I don't know what she's wearing though, but she comes back. She still look good, and she presents us who is Miss.
Yeah, she was. I forgot. She was wearing something. It was like she was cosplaying something. I forgot, but yeah, she looked good.
She's given us the results of who's going to be Miss Congeniality of season 13. And drum roll, please. It is Lala Ree. Do you agree it should have been Lala Ree?
Yeah, I'm a Lala stan. I don't know if anyone knows this, like if anyone's seen my Instagram, but I be reposting her also. She has like a full 17-minute Beyonce choreographed number with like dancers and stuff with a mic, and I've been knowing her since way before Drag Race. She's an Atlanta girl. I've been knowing her at Lips. I've been knowing her for a while. She's in the same like group with like the Trinity Cabo days and like the I can't say the other one, the season 2 winner that used to do drag in Atlanta. They were all running that same like talented, beautiful group. And I knew, of course, I knew of Tamisha. So I used to live in Atlanta, so I know a lot of these girls. But Lala is, I've always loved her. I think she's sickening. I think she's beautiful. She's nice. She's friendly. So of course, I thought they were going to give it to Olivia, but I'm glad that they gave it to or Utica. I don't know. I thought they were going to give it to somebody that was. I thought because I feel like Lala was so overlooked, and that's one thing I hated. So I was very happy that she got this.
I was telling Betsy this a couple weeks ago when we were talking about Miss Congeniality when Olivia left. I said it's going to be Olivia because if the fans got to choose, I think it's Olivia. But I do think if the cast choose, it's going to be Lala, and I was right because I felt like Lala was so bubbly. Like definitely,
I thought that if the fans would have chose, they would have chose Utica, but maybe I guess not after the last stint that she pulled. But I don't know.
What sold me over, she was like, "Dear Lord, dear bitch, dear Lord." She's like, "Not you, Lord. You're not a bitch." I was like, "Ooh, girl." I'm like, so relatable. You know how many times I do that? I'm like, "Bitch, Lord." I'm like, "My bad, not you."
Yeah. She pretty much narrated the whole season when she was on. Like I thought she was a great addition. Her confessionals were amazing. I remember when she was talking about the Black Lives Matter movement, it really got to me as well. I love her. I think that she deserved it. And congrats to Drag Race for not only having, 3 Black winners back to back, but you also have two miscongenialities, and then you also now currently have a plus size winner in UK. So I think it's all looking pretty good. It's not, people want to hate on the show, and I'm sure if people still have something to say, and it could be too Black for some people, but if next season happened and if a Black queen gets on and she's really good and she wins, I'm sure people will have something to say too. So they're always gonna have something to say. But I do think that I personally, as a Black queen, as someone who is an advocate for the Black community, I do think that I do love seeing that.
Yeah. Alrighty, so Lala Ri is our Miss Congeniality, and now we have Jada Essence Hall coming back to pass down the crown. Jada Essence Hall looked amazing, flawless.
Amazing. I mean, goodness. And that's why I kind of felt bad for Evie, because Evie never had this moment. But
Yeah.
I mean, I felt really bad for Evie because Evie's a good person too. I like Evie. Feel bad, but I do think that Jada looks very, very sickening. And did I say 3 Black winners? I meant 4 back-to-back Black winners. I'm so sorry, but yeah. So I love it.
So she's coming down, and now the queens have to lip sync one more time. Candy Muse and Simone, and they're lip syncing to "Till the World Ends."
And a new outfit that they had to commission.
Yeah. Yeah, to Britney Spears.
New wig.
Yep.
Yeah.
"Till the World Ends." This was also very lackluster as well. I was just like,
Oh, they did do "Till the World Ends." My bad. I said earlier they didn't, and that's how much I remember. That sucks, huh?
I would say my thoughts. This was a no.
It was a boo. I mean, excuse me.
Don't sue. We don't have no money. Please do not sue us. Do not sue me. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like this at all. I didn't much really care for the outfits. I didn't care for the reveals. Like the flag reveal was all wrinkly and.
You said not wrinkly.
It was. I was like, I don't know where you pulled that. First, I don't know where she pulled that flag from. That I'll give her props for Candy for that. That flag is wrinkly. Simone, not you popping out 3 strings of gold yarn out your hair. I was like, I wish it was like confetti or something, because that was like amazing. Like to have something pop out your hair, but I was like, three strings. But I would say if I had to choose, Simone won, but she won by like this much in the lip sync for me.
Oh, I think I think everyone was going in there being like, all right, well, let's just watch Simone like win. Like I think everyone was just like, all right, this is Simone's moment. And I think Simone knew it too. I think she was glowing when she was performing. I think she was. So I don't know. I think like all the lip syncs were not maybe as uppity as we wanted them. But I do think that Simone had this beautiful smile on her face as she was lip syncing that, she knew like it was just her moment. And I love seeing when people like are just in their element. So I think she did great.
Yeah, and so we have our new winner. Simone wins Drag Race. Congrats, Simone. Now, I would say, wouldn't it be a gag if Candy Muse won? Like, that would be, ooh, that would be,
But the kids would have been.
that, brother, one of y'all want some TV? That would have been a gag. That would have been,
Twitter would have been off of its rocker. Okay.
I would be like, y'all better work. And then, I'm like,
Getting
what
all the fans riled up. Oh,
upset?
they would have got all them so riled. They would have been so mad. So mad. Oh, I love it.
Well, I'm pretty sure we will definitely see Candy Muse on All Stars. I'm pretty sure of it. And you just had a pleasure recently of meeting her. She came to one of y'all what Eric Jaffe shows or
Yeah, well, so she was at brunch. Now I've actually known Candy for a little bit because I've been in New York as well. So I've been knowing Candy for a little bit. So when I saw her, we instantly were like, "Hey, bitch, she's great. She's good people." I Candy, I know Candy is one. She always used to go on live and be like, "I'm a beat," she's the always do that. But I do think Candy is a good person, truly, and I think that she just truly loves drag, honestly.
yeah.
But she did come to Fabrica brunch, which happens every Sunday at Fabrica. Ding! Look, check that out. But I
Okay.
do, and she enjoyed herself, and she actually took videos of me and everything. And I remember, like Tina was like, "Bitch, why didn't you tell me?" I was like, you didn't pick up your phone that day, girl." Like,
Well, alrighty, everyone. We have our new winner, Simone. Simone, congrats, and we hope you have a great reign. And until next time, until season 14, see you later, guys. I want to also thank my very special guest, Vinchelle, for being here.
thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I had such a good time talking with you, talking some crap about the season finale, honey.
Yes. All right, everyone. Let me know in the comments if you want the weekly dose to come back for season 14 or maybe All Star 6. Let me know. Until then, see ya. Be safe, everyone.